I'm David Jones, crop nuts independent agronomist, and this is a very, very good example of why nutrition makes such a difference to disease. It is the first line of defence, in fact. So, this is our fungicide trial here in Nakuru, and I'm sitting next to two plots of robin, neither of which have had any fungicide. This is a whole replicate of untreated varieties, and this is what every variety has got. A standard treatment of a bit of copper twice, and there is quite a lot of stem rust sporulating in that crop already. Now if I look at the one where I corrected the nutrients, so in this case it was a little bit short on magnesium, so I put some in as well. It was a little bit short on boron, so I addressed that 3 times, and I put a tiny bit of zinc in, despite the fact that these soils are normally pretty good for zinc and the leaf test is actually quite good. And you can see the difference. There's a tiny bit of stem rust in here, but where I've corrected the nutrients, it is an awful lot healthier. The other thing I did was put 50 kilos of nitrogen in the seed bed on top of the standard DAP that I applied. The yellow lower leaves here are very obvious where it did not have the extra nitrogen. And if I turn around to this side where it did have the extra 50 kilos of nitrogen, the leaves are green from top to bottom. So that is a very good example of a disease susceptible crop that has been addressed with the micronutrients. So the standard treatment on the left was a dose of copper at mid-tillering, and then again early stem extension with the first fungicide. I used DAP and mag sulfate in the seed bed and put on 1 dose of urea at mid-tillering. Now, what did I do on the right hand picture that was much cleaner? Well, I started with a bit more copper early on and a bit of mag sulfate. I put CAN on at the 2 leaf stage to get it tillering, and then a bit of zinc sulfate along with the copper at mid-tillering. At early stem extension and flag leaf, as well as the copper, I also put magnesium sulfate and some boron on too.